Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is See the Vision. I'm your host, Christopher Jenkins. On our new show, what we're going to be looking to do for y'all out there, the public, my viewers, is to bring you some of the most talented and creative, most progressive thinkers of our generation. So, with that in mind, y'all stay tuned. We got a few guests coming up. I think y'all going to want to check it out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my show. Your host, Christopher Jenkins. This is See the Vision. We have two awesome guests right now. They've been doing their thing on the underground hip-hop scene here in Albany for some years now. Since the late 90s. Absolutely. About the late 90s. Yeah, these guys have been doing their thing. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. I know a lot of y'all are sitting there wondering, like, who are we anyway? You know, a few fresh faces for y'all, but we're gonna get y'all well acquainted. I'm gonna let these guys introduce themselves. Go ahead, man.
Kofi Jenkins, a.k.a. Pillsbury, Shakespeare. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, Gregory Tate, you know, everybody knows my last name Tate, so Tate Money, but original G Money was the name was, so I changed to Tate Money, so everybody know me like that because of my last name Tate.
No doubt. Yeah, these guys been doing some big things. Today we're really just gonna be talking about hip hop. You know, that's one of our favorite topics. Absolutely. You know, it's gotten us through some of the toughest, wildest, crazy times. You know, it's always been a big part of our lives. You know, this hip hop thing. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be our focus for today. I want to get y'all's thoughts on the game, basically, from y'all's roots in the early beginning up to now, and you know how y'all see things, how they progress. You know what I mean? So first of all, let me just let y'all start with like, how did y'all even meet up, you know, to form, you know, the clique, you know, the West Side Rosebud, you know, the Crime House Coalition, you know, that everybody grew to love so much. You know, how did that all even come about?
Actually, it took place in the mid-90s, started at Monroe High School.
Monroe High School, for those of you that may not know, that's the road, that's what he's referring to. That's my alma mater, theirs, you know, and several other guys from the crew, yeah. So yeah, y'all remember that, you know, if you hear him say the road, yeah, he's talking about Monroe High, you know, the old stomping ground. So yeah, man, just had to let them know.
You know, back in the mids, unfortunately, we grew up in a neighborhood called Country Club. If you look that up, that means House of the Lords. So my neighbor Kofi Jenkins next door, you know, then we had King K, Chris Agnes, Coop, you know, that's not here.
Coop DeVille.
You know, we all met, and then we had something in common. We love music.
Yeah.
So it was another person, Javor's Riggins, everybody knows Jack D, J-Bo. I knew him, by me knowing him, one of my other friends, homies, Low Cab, you know, Kevin Westbrook.
Yes, big shout out to Low Cab, by the way.
Big shout out by next summer. Hopefully he come home safe. So
yes.
It started off like that. We all got together, we met, we introduced each other, and our first time we recorded, we went to ZB, we went to Omega Studio. Yeah, ZB
right
Malone. ZB Malone actually was the engineer, the first single, you know, I actually recorded. So when we went in that studio, the chemistry just kicked in for the different elements, and it was just love from day one.
I was 15.
You were 15, you remember
that? I was younger than everybody.
On
the track, I remember that. So I was like, man, I'm in here with these guys. They've been doing it, you know, a lot longer than me. I was just, you know, I was probably the freshest one at the time.
Said
I gotta represent. I remember it was the Black Phantom.
Yeah.
Black
Phantom, and we shook.
Yeah. I still have people come up to me about that verse.
For real.
31 night, I was 15, man.
And you still get mentions
of that verse.
On that verse.
Yeah. Wow. I saw J-Bo, I remember. We took a class together, and it was actually in the gym. It was actually a PE class, and he took his shirt off because we were playing basketball. I saw Wu-Tang sign on his
Yeah.
And I was like, you like them? He was like, I love them.
Yeah.
So me and him hit it off immediately.
Yeah.
And Tate introduced us to Local.
Right.
You know what I mean? Him and Terry were doing their thing.
Ghetto Assassins.
Yeah.
And we both had assassins in our name because we was Rosebud Assassins. Shout out to Coop and Todd too. Because Coop and Todd originally started Rosebud. They invited me and J-Bo into it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And they branched out. Okay.
And they branched out.
How it actually started, if you want to know the genesis of the beginning of the story, was at a spot called Dead Man Alley. Everybody heard that country club.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was one night, we was young. Then we had us a cigarette, a black and mine. We tried to find like 30-something degrees outside. So we had a box of matches. One match was in there.
Oh man!
And we struck that match to light it up, and then they lit it up. And we said, for this day on, the name of the box of the match was Rosebud.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I forgot about that. That's true.
That's where the name originally came from.
It sure did.
For all the people that know.
It sure did.
Okay. No doubt, man. So, man, coming from those humble beginnings, and the way hip hop actually came from such humble beginnings, I like the way that fits together with y'all's story. You know what I mean? Because it goes so well. That same story of such humble beginnings. From taking such a small thing and it just growing into such a a beautiful creation.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think sometimes the newer generation kind of strays away from that. You know what I mean? Like, and they kind of think it's just a money thing. You know what I mean? And I think the love for the music and the game, it isn't quite what it used to be. I'm sure we all can agree. Knowing hip hop, if you really do know hip hop and you understand where it comes from and the people that were involved with it, you know what I mean when I say that. I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. Us coming from like those late '80s and early mid '90s and seeing such prolific artists such as like your Dr. Dre's and Tupac's and your Biggies and not even more than like your Nas's and your Mobb Deeps who we were just talking about who really like changed the game. These guys changed the game.
They did.
And so like, how do y'all feel about that time? And how it's kind of progressed, I guess,
I'm scared to take this one. You want to take this one?
I mean, just be honest, guys. I mean, we're being honest, right?
I got some.
We're being honest, like,
my opinion, in my opinion, is true, is that we come from the golden age of the 90s.
We do.
That gave birth to hip hop.
We do.
I don't respect. I'm an 80s baby. I grew up on LA Cool J, Run DMC, but I was a baby.
Yeah.
But when you listen to music, you just picked up on the beats, which just bobbing your head. You didn't understand what they were saying. So as I got mature enough, 12, 13, I grew up on the Outkast, 8-Ball, UGK, Scarface, Tread Daddy, Jay-Z, DMX, Ja Rule, in that mid-90s, Tupac and Big, we can go on and on. And hip hop meant something. They were actually saying something that you can want to sit down and listen to, not no jerba. It had a meaning to it.
Yeah.
It was creative. You could tell it was their art. They sat down and put passion in it. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody not caring. It's all about getting money. Mm-hmm. That's what everybody want to do. Mm-hmm. But,
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with that because, people get it confused when they say money is the root of all evil, but it's not. It's the love of money is the root of all evil. Mm-hmm. It's what you do to get that money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So nobody has no rules, no respect for the game. Like, the new generation, they don't have no moral, ethical, good standards about themselves. Just a simple basic, yes ma'am, no sir, open the door for your elders, respect for your elders. It's just like they just wild loose. They ain't got no guidance.
And that goes, and you can tell when you listen to the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can really tell when you listen to the music.
It's just trap music, gang bang, this and that, bitch and hoe.
You ever heard of the saying, bull crap in, bull crap out?
Yeah.
You are what you take in.
You are.
Exactly.
What you feed yourself, yeah. What you feed yourself, yeah.
Like the radio wave that sends out to the brain wave, and the television, as you looking in that, that's why they call it television program. It's programming your mind.
Yes.
So as the new generation, they all this
from the internet
crap on the TV is programming their mind, and they just crazy wild. They got no control. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is dead, and I don't care who want to challenge me that. I said hip hop is dead.
Y'all heard that?
Hip hop is dead.
Y'all heard that? Hip hop is dead. Wow, that's a powerful statement.
Agreed.
That's a powerful
No, I
statement.
said it before.
No,
He said it.
He said it. Yeah.
Y'all remember Outkast came out with that album? It was like a greatest hits package with 2 new songs on it.
Yes, I remember.
They had the After Party and We Ain't Just Funkin' Around.
Yeah.
I'm out here knowing that hip hop is dead. Andre actually said it before Nas. A lot of people don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I forgot about that, yeah. I remember that album.
Remember that? It was around the whole world.
The whole world on that album.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was 3 new joints on that.
Even though our generation, we still get respect for the 60s and 70s. I love
old
Sam
soul
Cooke,
music.
Smokey Robinson. We knew who the
That's the
pioneer
problem.
was.
That's
But this
the problem.
generation, they don't know who Outkast is. They don't know who Tupac is.
don't.
If you don't know who that is, I know you don't know who Sam Cooke is and Marvin Gaye. You don't know what real music is.
Yeah,
All you know is a bunch of noise on a beat. That's it. That's all you hear.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have to agree. Just like you were talking about in the beginning, humble beginnings, you know.
Yeah.
I wonder if they even know, like, it started off with breakdancing, graffiti artists, you know what I mean, DJing. The MC came later, you know what I mean. The rapper was the last
one,
added to hip hop. It was the, you know what I mean, the graffiti artists and the breakdancers and the DJ.
They gave it the whole.
Then the DJs would make the beats and the MCs would come and battle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's things like that. It's just like Nas said on Hip Hop is Dead. You know, it ain't about East Coast, West Coast, old school, new school. It's not. It's exactly what you're saying. It's about the people who don't know anything about the culture or the art form. You a hustler, you know what I mean? I'm a hustler. I ain't no rapper, you know what I mean? Well, hustle then.
Right.
Don't bring rap into it. Don't bring rap down with you because you don't care about it and don't know anything about it. And you ain't do any research, you know. I'm sure Grandmaster Flash and, you know, the cats like that, they came before us, you know, Cool Herc and them, you know. Like, you ask us about them, and we're gonna bow out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're nothing like them.
Yeah.
Those are pioneers.
Yes.
We veterans. Those are pioneers, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ask a new cat these days about somebody from
who is that? Like, we don't care.
You know,
like
we're us.
We're us. You know, like total lack of
like cops will look at you like you're not us. Like it ain't us against the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't like the way, you know, and I take some of the blame in it because sometimes I hear something and, you know, if I don't have anything good to say, I can keep it to myself. Or maybe it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning to say in my older age.
Right.
Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that if you like that.
Yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I understand this is the sound for your generation, you know what I mean? But please do your research, though.
Yeah. But with that, though, I mean, you know, because they say, like, art is, you know, the reflection, you know, of, you know, real life.
Right.
You know, it interchanges. So, I mean, how do we deal with problems, you know, because it's like the hip hop now is painting such a one-sided picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it makes it hard for, you know, public to take the black community and the art, you know, and like those problems seriously because it's like it's kind of made a mockery of.
Absolutely.
To a certain degree, you know what I mean? And so it's like, as artists, like how do you begin to like kind of grapple with some of those things?
That is the question.
You know what I mean?
Question. If we can find the answer to that, you know, that's the one though. That's the truth,
you know what I
right
mean? Because like I think, you know, that really brings like the whole community down.
It does.
You know what I mean? Because you know, it gets, like he said, it makes the, you know, the kids like wild and crazy, like, you know, and so like that gets in their spirits and like it just, it's like a domino effect.
Yeah, it's like
you know what I mean?
tear down
Like,
our community. You know what I'm saying? When you go back and lay your head up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We tear down our community, but we need to be building our community up. We talking about everybody else rich, but you make them rich.
Right.
The Indian community, they rich. The Arabs, the Asian, Japanese, they got their own community. They's rich. But look at, we got the poorest community in the country, man.
Not supporting each other.
We don't support each other, man.
We don't.
It's no brother and sister love in the black community.
Right.
Not like it used to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Not like it used to be.
Not nowadays.
It's not that no more.
Yeah.
You know,
Not like it used to be.
it's like, man, the cats just want to run the streets.
Yeah.
You know, true enough, we ran the streets, and you know, we knew different rights from good and bad, but at the same time, we had common sense.
We did.
This generation ain't got no common sense.
We got our lesson too. We graduated
Our
too.
brain is a terrible.
Yeah.
We walked across that stage too, even though
Yeah.
we ran and dibbled and dabbled and this and that.
Yeah.
We made sure we had that paper
both
behind
sides.
us.
Yeah, both sides.
You know what I mean?
You know what it reminded of when you say that Halupe fiasco. You know, said you know, yeah, I'm from Chicago, but you know, the inside of my house we had books. So you know, like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, he said his mother kept the
Right.
library of books, the wall of books. And so you know, it's like regardless of whatever it is I pick up out here on the street, yeah, I know that. All right, so we got into a little bit of the history and the background of these guys right here. Let's get a little bit into y'all's discography. You know what I mean? Let's get into a little bit of, you know, some of the work that you guys have actually put in, so that people know, you know that you're really validated as far as this music is concerned.
Absolutely.
You know, because you know everybody needs credentials.
Right.
You know, like, so I don't want people to just think that, you know, just a couple of guys up here just talking about rap and they've never done this.
Right,
They don't even like.
We commentators.
So like,
They
who are
never
these guys? Yeah, you know. So yeah, let's just, you know, get into that a little bit. Like, yeah, y'all just tell me a little bit, you know, your history as far as your work.
Basically, Tate was saying earlier, man, we brought the mixtape game to Albany. You know, DJs from WJIZ
Yeah.
would do mixtapes where they would grab like 50 different artists,
Right.
and each one would have a song.
Yeah.
But just like solo artist mixtapes, like we're on every track, we put these mixtapes together. No DJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We brought that to Albany. We were the first ones doing that.
First one.
Then we started to see everybody else do it afterwards.
Right. Right.
Yeah, single-handedly, we brought that here.
2001 era, 2000.
2001 when we started.
About 2001.
Yeah, we was on a tape recorder at
What was the
first.
first? What was the name of the first?
The first one was actually
First tape.
me, Coop, and Todd.
Yeah.
Actually, we ran off all Chronic 2001 beats. We went and got the instrumental.
Wow.
We want a tape recorder, like you hold down, play and record.
Okay.
We want that in my mom's sunroom, like out
I
on the
remember
back.
that out on the back patio, back porch.
We were out there, man. I was just so thankful they welcomed me.
Right.
So, you know,
To
I had
get on that.
Yeah, so I had to do my thing.
Yeah.
Then when we got, like you said, we first recorded with ZB. You know what I mean?
Also called Tracks.
Omega Studios.
Omega
first
Studios.
original 4 or 5
mixtape
tracks.
Yeah. Albany, Georgia. Yeah. Albany, Georgia.
Awaken. It's a South Awaken.
South Wake.
First
That was the
mixtape.
first original we pressed out on CD.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Shout out to Lee Shuley too, cause Lee sat up all night with us pressing them things up,
Really.
putting the cases on the actual CD itself.
Right.
And the disc, you know,
Right.
Lee was big for us, man, because you know we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
We just had the bars and hooks.
That's it.
We didn't have the manufacturing side. Lee helped us out with that. South's Awakening, that was me, J-Boy, a.k.a. Flyboy Jack, and Local.
Okay.
That was us. That was us. The first one was so big that the streets demanded that we do a second one. So we did a double CD for the second one, actually.
The His and Hers.
The His and Hers.
His and Hers album.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. Big salute to Raymond McKnight. I bumped into him this weekend.
Really?
I bumped into him this weekend over at P4 spot. So Raymond Lee, if you watching this, shout out to you, sir. We appreciate you.
Definitely. Most definitely.
Cannot forget about Raymond Lee.
1135
Studios, yeah, up in the penthouse.
Over the vigorous turf.
Yes.
Larry Switch you and Burn.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's
No
right,
doubt,
that's
man. Yeah. So
from there.
I know you actually went on to do a couple of albums.
Yes,
Right,
I did. Actually, after the double CD, the His and Her CD, which we recorded at 1135 Studios, my buddies were more into things than I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was in the school at the time, so music
Okay.
in school is all
Was
I
kinda
had.
colliding.
You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
kind of colliding. So yeah. So as my boys ran the street, I would be there with all this music, and it would just be me and Raymond Lee.
Yeah.
So then we started developing a series of mixtapes called A Boy and His Block, which is actually a Nintendo game that we used to play.
Yeah.
You would have this little blob that looked like a cloud that followed you, and you play as the boy.
Yeah.
And you feed him different pills, and he turned into different things. Like he could turn into an airplane, an umbrella when it's on a certain part when it's raining and the rain can't touch you. You had to keep your blob alive though, because he would keep you alive.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just a little play on words. We dropped A Boy and His Blob 1 and A Boy and His Blob 2. As a matter of fact, A Boy and His Blob 2 is the most successful CD I've ever sold.
Yeah. What was the name of it?
A Boy and His Blob 2.
Was it like another name?
Yeah, you think about the Revolution? That's
Maybe so.
That's the third one. I was by myself on that one.
Okay.
Raymond Lee had moved out of town to go to school.
He did.
And I was on myself on the third one. That was my first solo anything.
Okay.
My first solo mixtape, 2003.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Revolution.
But go back to I didn't mean to cut y'all. Go back to Boy and His Block 2. Yeah.
Boy and His Block 2 was so heavy that to this day I get chills just thinking about it, because on A Boy and His Block 2, Raymond was at Monroe and I think I was at Albany Tech. Actually, we each sold 100 copies. Now this is not like with nothing in the store.
Yeah.
Like, I had never done this before or after.
Yeah.
We each sold 100 copies like that in the first 5 days.
First few days.
From Monday to Friday, we both sold 100 copies. That was $1,000. We were selling for $5 a piece.
Wow.
We made $1,000 the first week.
Wow.
With us just selling it out.
Selling it out of my book bag.
No internet, no website, no nothing.
For you guys that think you work, this is before technology.
Before all of that. This is 01.
We still had payphones back then.
Yes, yes.
Be clear. We still had payphones back then. Yes, yes.
But yeah, and also, Outkast's album, Speaker Box The Love Below was out around that time too. So yeah, what will blow my mind is when I would come around these guys and they was listening to Speaker Box Love Below.
Yeah.
A week later, Boy and the Block 2 comes out. I come around these same guys and they ain't listening to Outkast no more. We actually made some people put Outkast down and put us in. I'd be like, you ain't listening to that cast? They'd be like, man, I'm on the Block 2, boy.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, that was huge to me.
Because you did, you know what? I remember now. You did have that track over the Speaker Box.
Yeah.
Song.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you went crazy on that one too.
Oh man, I
you went
appreciate
crazy on that one. Yeah.
At the show we just performed here at Coach's on, what was that? January 17th. First hip hop show ever at Coach's. By the way, sold out.
Yes.
They stopped letting people in the door. You was there. You was there.
Be clear. Yeah.
First hip hop show ever. They've had hip hop acts that feature rock and roll acts, like shout out to UBL. They're like a hip hop / rock and roll. They've had
something like that.
But pure hip hop. The first show ever. The owner Wayne McClung reached out to me in the camp.
Yes, thank y'all at Coaches.
After looking at us on Reverb Nation, and I was #1 actually.
I remember that.
At that time on that actually. From pumping out my CD Traded, which was released January of 2014. I had been off the scene 6 years actually, and 6 foot, 7 foot. Me and Tootie was my first song recording after 6 years.
After 6 years, and to come back and be #1. Reverb Nation.
That was heavy.
Speak about your credentials, y'all.
And to sell out the first hip hop show ever at Coach's, man. I was overwhelmed, man.
I was too. I cannot tell you how happy I was to be a part of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I remember it like it was last night. You know, like how you called me and you were like, we're gonna have a show. You coming? Like, yeah, I'm coming, man. And it just happened so in sync, man. Because it was like I remember trying to call you, like, man, cause I got out work late, and I was like, I got out work late, man. Like,
You
hey,
came
I
in
started,
still going.
like, I came in like
Still
right on
going.
time, like, yeah, like.
Special shout out to
that was great.
the homeboy Louis, who represented in them. Joe Henson, the artist formerly known as Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo, yeah.
Represented that night.
Yes.
Like people were coming up to me still, like, man, your boy shredded it, man. I was like, yeah. That's why I had him in mind when I was doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, got to have my man.
Yeah, big shout out.
Who else? Tootie represented. Tootie and Reno.
Who's your man on the tables, the DJ?
Jazzy Joe.
Jazzy Joe.
Shout
out to Jazzy Joe.
And DJ Orbits. Both of them. It was Orbits equipment, but Jazzy.
Right. Shout out to those guys, yes.
And Jazzy spent long nights with me preparing for the show. He'd be sleeping. He had to work in the morning. He had the gym at like 6 o'clock.
Really?
He'd be up with me till 3 a.m.
Right.
Huge shout out to him. Couldn't have done that without him and Wayne. McClung, the owner of Coaches.
Yeah, no doubt.
Co-signing us.
No doubt.
But yeah, I was surprised that many people still like that kind of hip hop.
Yeah. Tate was there,
Tate was there.
Everybody was there, like everybody was there, Todd, everybody.
Todd, huge part of that.
Yeah, man.
Huge part
Disco
of that.
Kids.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Which is my camp. We come from that era where disco started, when we were babies, which is why we are the disco kids. A lot of people felt like, I heard Al Green say on Soul Train one time, he was like, when disco came, the heartfelt music that we were putting out at Motown, like real songs, like got pushed to the back for like dance, disco. That's why we the disco kids. We're going through the same thing now. Every rap song has a dance with it now. Right. If you notice, it's lacking that substance. Yeah. That we came out with. So
I like how you. Right. I feel you though. I feel the same way.
Even people out there listening to this right now, y'all are disco kids. If you felt like your music was swept under the rug and you're not really, it's not your cup of tea, the new wave of music, then you are a disco kid too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But back to Traded, it was incredible though. Still selling that right now. Check it out on Pillsbury TV. Pillsbury TV. YouTube /PillsburyTV.com.
Okay.
Reverb Nation /PillsburyDiscoKids.com.
Okay.
We're still moving on there, and yeah, man. Shout out to the band Moplin. A couple of friends of mine. You got Kristen, Ross, Matt.
Some of the guys
they're a band that I perform. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They had the show the other night at the Overgrown Lounge.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Excuse me. They got some good music. Yeah.
Great music. And they do original music.
Yes.
See, that's why I'm a huge fan of them. Most bands these days, and no disrespect to that, do covers though, where they cover other classics that are already liked. That's a lot easier to do.
It is.
Than come with your own
new music and it be classic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So me and them have a song together called Angels, to where we performed that at Big Pine Festival. It was a 3-day festival. I even got to see Clarence Carter.
Really?
Patches. I got to see him. That was really big for me. Yeah. I got in free because I was doing the show with them. But yeah, we shredded Angels though. We killed that. We got we got 2 or 3 other ones in the works too that we perform every now and then.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep that under the wrap.
Yeah, I'm on the lookout for those. Yeah.
Of course, our other associates or friends, brothers, I would say brothers, ain't here. They'll tell you their journey, but spiritually, they here with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
I never would have done that without the confidence that those guys gave me.
Yeah.
At Coop, Todd, a.k.a. Shot Boy Cash, J-Bo, a.k.a. Flyboy Jack D, Local. Without the confidence that they gave me, those guys always told me I was the best.
Right.
And I was like, nah, y'all the best. I looked up
yeah.
to them, but they would always tell me that. Because, everybody had their category, You had the most street guy in our clique. You had the guy who was getting the most money, you know what I mean? You had everything. What I set out to be was the best lyrically. That's always the category I wanted to be. Just from the upbringing I had, my parents being huge Motown components, you know what I mean?
Huge.
Like wanting me to listen to Smokey Robinson. And my dad told me one day, actually, he was like, You know, I was watching a Smokey interview when I was coming up, and Smokey was like, he would hear these great songs, and he wasn't concerned with who was singing them, or who made the beat, or who was the orchestra behind it. He wanted to know who wrote them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bob Dylan actually dubbed him the greatest living poet in America today, while presenting an award for him back in the day. I said, that's what I want. I want to be revered like that for the lyrics.
For the lyrics.
And that's what I always strived out to be, you know.
You can definitely tell. You can definitely tell.
But because of that, some things got put on the back burner in my style. That's why I don't consider myself the best. I pop that talk all day, like everybody's supposed to. But no, I definitely know that I'm not. I'm up there though. Yeah. They better put me high. But you know, because I focus on lyrics more than anything, then I have the lyricist lovers in pocket. But then I might lack at, party or, you know what I mean, like club bangers. I might suffer for that. The most all-around artist in our camp, and I don't care if they get mad at me, Shotty Boy Cash is the most all-around artist in our camp, from girl songs to club songs to reels. Todd is the most solid all-around artist. I would agree with you. I envy him.
I would actually agree.
He come up with a hook in like 3 minutes.
Instant.
That's like, could be on the radio tomorrow.
And that's his personality though.
It is.
It's not even just the music. It's so organic. Like, it's just his personality. Like, he just think of something to say.
It is.
And it just rhymed together. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't even trying, and it just sounds good. It sounds cool when I said it.
And that's so funny. He was in the service around the time me and Raymond were working on the Boy and His Blob mixtapes, but he came home one time.
Right.
He came home for a few days. I think to see his mom, or I think his brother had just gotten shot actually. But he lived, of course, absolutely.
Right.
Big shout out to them. And
it's funny though how it happened in the time of crisis though.
And and he came down and we recorded Can I?
Right.
Exactly. Me, him, and Raymond Lee out for the Beanie Siegel and Young Chris and Jay-Z song, actually. Think it's a game, things ain't up.
Okay, yeah.
We did that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I went on to do my solo album, which shout out to Geist Lord, the homeboy Donovan from
yes.
He loaded me up.
No doubt. I always did like him.
He loaded me up with heat for that. Raymond Lee made a lot of those beats. Even a.k.a., who was a guy by the name of Leon, who was a young up-and-coming producer right now. He DJs at what's the club right here in Cordero Road? The one they have, you don't know what I'm talking about. Is it Parisian? He DJs there now.
Yeah.
But he was up and coming though.
Okay.
At the time he gave me a lot of heat. I recorded my first attempt at a solo album, which was called From the Muddy Banks of the Flint. That was
I like how you said your first, man.
It was. I had a lot of fun on that.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. One of my favorite pieces of work.
You know that's so weird you say that. Because everybody who comes up to me, that is their favorite.
It's their favorite, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it was original. I don't know, but
that would have to be one of the main factors for me. That it was so original. Yeah. I remember. I can even remember when we talked about the concept for Rain.
Yeah.
Like how we were just like chilling, and we were listening to the Ghostface chilling.
Supreme
Clientele. We were listening to the album. There's a little intermission, a little skit. And, it's like this song in the background, and it's just looping, and like we were like, you know what, man, like that would be tight. Somebody like this, and you know what, and you took it,
and Raymond Lee got a hold to it. Raymond Lee got a hold to it.
It was so wild, like
Rain.
Oh, it was so cool.
Rain on that.
Yes. That's crazy.
The Battle of Jericho. I took a church song. Threw that in as my intro, but made it something completely different. It's like instead of the Armageddon War against good and evil, it was the Armageddon War of good hip hop versus bad hip hop. Right. That's how I clashed that.
Doing the Kanye thing.
These boots are made for walking.
Yes.
Nancy Sinatra sample where I had Jack D and Locale on and Raymond Lee. Actually,
classic, man.
That was a good one.
Well, we're about to wrap it up. What can I say? This has been an amazing interview with some really amazing, talented guys right here. This will not be the end. We're gonna have plenty more coming from See the Vision, myself, Christopher Jenkins, my show, YouTube. Y'all look for me. Matter of fact, if you want to get at me, if you're in Albany, if you're in Southwest Georgia, even maybe the Atlanta area, just link up with me. We can make something happen. You can hit me on my Instagram. You can DM me. That's _Mr_Jenkins. Just get at me, send me a message. And I'm definitely looking to work with some new up and coming talented people. I want to see your vision. Let me know what you got going on. Wow, man. I appreciate y'all for coming, man.
We appreciate you for having us, man.
Vladimir, Shakespeare.
Yes, sir.
Big Tate, the general. You know what I mean? Behind the scene. Yeah, wow. We got a treat for y'all, though. We're gonna go out with a little freestyle from my man Pillsbury right here. You know, he kind of shy, y'all. He doesn't like to brag too much. You know, he knows he's like one of the best MCs in Albany, Georgia. You know, if not the best. You know what? He is the best. This is my cousin, so he's the best. What am I talking about,
right.
man? You know what I mean? Like,
That's
yeah.
right.
So we're gonna give y'all a little treat. Yeah, man. Y'all check for us though. We'll be back soon. See the vision.
Shalom.
Peace.
Peace.
You a fan, I know, but I wrap you up in covers like an Anne Klein show to your tan line mode. And damn, here I stand as the man I quote. Every lyric that you ever heard me said, I wrote. Ain't like other artists wrong, but my brother artist gone. Everything he ever sing is another artist's song. Raise your hand if you wrote it. And I'm the only Aryan one. Must be a priest how they compare me to none. Speak up. Your music weaker, so you carry a gun. Called pop music that thoughts use to blare and have fun. Why would I still rap when ill cats get treated like ill cats? Baby, don't get too close to him, that nigga can still rap. His wordplay superb, all you idiots hearing that. Docile mind, his faucet lines dripping distilled tap. Itching to kill rap, take they bitches then give them back. Spit in your ear attached, bitch, my lyrics is earwax. The drama's prowling, my stomach growling. Sounded like thunder showers. These songs of ours get hearts pumping 100 hours. A bunch of slouches counting money mountains. Benjamins for breakfast. Kill them chickens in a second like Ronda Rousey. Then raid your fortress with a brace of horsemen. Wage war with your face and organs. And lace my forces while they flaming torches. You think you making noises? Cause you get paid a fortune? For your basic chorus? And your blatant horseshit? Lord Ravenstorm and your Basil Horn, I'm faking orders and making orphans. I take and break your favorite Porsche, making Tracy Morgans. From here to Kalamazoo, we laughing at you. Battle who? I'd rather spend my cash on booze. Last call, it's 2:30. Kick back with my boo. She thicker than the glass at the zoo. And my sex sounds better than your next album. They like, where Pillsbury at? Where you just found him. I died in a wreck, eating Tex-Mex, text messaging Jessica album. While wondering who gave Thomas Jefferson power. Probably had Indian Mexican founders. I'm Joe Pesci on Valiant. Trapped in a Lexus with whack adolescent track selections, I'm frowning. Like no flexing allowed here. No fella. They know better. With concrete characters, eat rappers elite bracket, cause they sleep past it like cheap acid with sleep apnea. Delete half of your peeps, meet me in Africa. Them paws hit you, my dogs whisper before Lassie, cuz. From the home of ashy to classy thugs, clap you then wrap you up in cactus rugs. Your phone smart, but you are actually dumb. Won't hear a peep until my album comes. Rest in peace, though, dirty bastard. 1.